Stepping stone number 2. Shake the earth. Number 2 stepping stone. Let's get you rolling.
So there are 4 songs that we consider our stepping stones, and each one of them taught us new things in our writing and gave us new confidence as songwriters.
And the stepping stone for this song was when I learned about the reverse capo. Using it allowed us to have a different sound and gave us a feeling that we were making good steps towards being more unique whenever we played for people.
So the original version of Shake the Earth was in the last video, and this is the finished version.
From its feet, come remove the darker things, shake the earth, shake the earth from its feet, come remove the darker memories, shake. But I'm still here. Will you wait for me? Wait right here. Shake the earth. Shake the earth from its feet. Come remove the darker memories. Shake. Shine upon our new lives. No longer will we fall. We will not lose our way. We will not lose our way.
So that was Shake the Earth. And in terms of the meaning, when I finished it, I realized that it was not very clear at all. It was another one of the early songs, one of the very first ones that I'd ever started on.
Yeah, I remember asking you once in the past what the meaning to the lyrics were. Not that I really cared with my songs what the meanings to any lyrics were, but I'm trying to remember what you said.
I was just writing stuff down and eventually kind of found the meaning of, like hoping for a better world. And so I took those really basic feelings and put them into really basic lyrics. Yeah, so the lyrics kind of took a back seat in this song, and the main focus really became the music.
I got the visual aid. All right.
Okay, so I started the song with one capo, like so, and then I had a friend show me that you could actually flip these bad boys around and use this little part.
Shout out to Glenn Green.
That's right, and use it as the cut capo.
Can I do that? Can I shout out to Glenn Green?
Yes, you can.
So I'm not actually as good as I used to be at playing parts like this because I had to change it a little bit from the way it originally was back when we would play it. I used to hold my pinky barred against these two different strings to give, as opposed to what I just played in the video. And so I'd strum, but it just gets way too tough to do.
You were a madman with the chord shapes.
I was.
I remember when I showed you, I didn't do the wraparound, and I didn't even realize that the bass was wrong when I did that. That was the other thing. So when I originally showed it to Cameron, I actually had it on frets 2 and 6, and then he was just like, you know what, Tanner? We could erase it. 3 more frets.
You're never high enough. And then the finger wrap around. We call that a wrap around when you put your finger on the other side of the capo here. But I loved it. The first time he showed it to me, I remember I was in my backyard and I was just like, I've spent a lot of time around Glenn growing up and I've seen him do this. I just never thought about it. I just loved this the first time. It just so happened to get put into one of our songs. And it was a cool thing that it let these two notes, duplicate notes, to work together. I even think that I've incorporated that in a number of the songs since this one. Mm-hmm. Just having one note on 2 different strings because they sound a little different.
And the next video that we're going to be releasing is going to be the produced, I use air quotes on that, version that we did. This song was the very first song that I ever produced on a computer using recording software, and we had like electric guitars in there, and
it was a learning process.
Had an organ.
Little claps, claps on the keyboard.
Like keyboard claps. So yeah, that'll be on there. And so that was actually a really cool experience though, because it was the first time I ever used a recording software. We had plenty of really bad recordings in the past, and since then having come this far and still having a long ways to go, but being able to see the progress that we've made with the EP that we put out.
You think songwriting is a time-consuming process. The first time you step into the studio room,
different world.
Hours right out the window.
Not just hours of being really bad. You think it sounds good, and so it gives you the courage to keep going. And then you look back, as you'll see, and you're actually like, oh, it was bad.
I feel like most of the rewrites for this song were on the software.
It happened as a result of the software.
Yeah.
Like, we're not doing anything studio, obviously, with the voice memo sessions, but when you go into the studio to record, it will make you rewrite your songs almost all the time.
And to reiterate the number one message across most all these videos, not just do songwriting often, but even when it comes to getting your first software on your computer, which GarageBand is where we started.
It works.
It's a great place to start for free, right?
Yeah.
For $30
Or
maybe?
it comes with a Mac.
Yeah, that's stupid.
There
how
are,
good
there are
it
other
is.
free ones that are available as well for people who only use PC.
Yeah, it's super capable to capture whatever you want
start
musically.
out and to do all that stuff.
But the point is, do it a lot. If you really like music, that really helps. But it takes time to get good with those things when it comes to songwriting. Be okay to do things poorly. And do poorly a lot.
So
and
that you can know what it is. So challenge to all the songwriters. You can find a capo like this basically anywhere.
The brand on it is Kaiser.
Kaiser, K-Y-S-E-R. Find one of these capos, turn it around the other way that you'd usually put it on the guitar, and just see what it does to the sound of your song. Try to write something with that.
May I real quick?
Yeah. Yeah, you got it.
All right, so these Kaiser capos, if you can see that, they come with this clear little rubber piece, and one side is thicker than the other side. But usually when they come, the thinner side is on here facing the underside of the guitar neck. But when you want to do a half capo, you want to make sure to turn this to where the thicker side is up and it raises off the fretboard more and lets you do the half capo. And I personally believe that these capos do a better job of working as a half capo than an actual half capo. So you can save yourself $30 or $20.
No need to buy a separate one. Just use the one you already got.
I love these. So go out, take what you learned here today, write your song with a little new pizzang in it.
Go right.
You inspire them. You blow their mind. They're gonna say, "Whoa, look at that."
That dude's the songwriter. He is unique.
He puts his capo on backwards.
Jeez.
Ouch.